Hey there, this is Bernade Flournoy. I am in the studio. We have been bumbling around up in here trying to get this printer to work. I think we finally got it. So we are a little behind schedule, but we are here. Let me see if I can tip over a little bit. We are here. Let's see. I'm going to put on a little bit of music. I want to go live at 8 o'clock, but I may get started just a little bit sooner. So here we are. Let me scroll down just a bit. And yeah, let's go ahead. Oh, here we are. We're back. We're right here. Painting this little cutie. I think I went off live. Okay. We painted this last week. You can check that video out. I hope my microphone is working. And this week, I can actually read the TikTok comments. All right, we're going to put this right here. Probably need to have that across the table, but we are right here. I think I'm going to go ahead and hit live over here. I was going to try to, let's see, can I promote this live? I think so. We're in here. No, some of this stuff is not working when I touch it over there. So I don't know. Let's see if we can get this going. Yeah, we'll be doing that. Okay, let me go ahead and hit this over here. Let's see about this camera. Let's check this out. Let's add this one to the stage. I'm not sure why I'm not sure why that's not going. All right, we will just go ahead and end the countdown here. Great. Turn that there. This is Renee Floyd welcoming you into my studio. Let me turn this down just a little bit. And we're ready to begin. I am trying something different. I have my Android here, and I have my iPhone here for TikTok. Honey, when I tell you, it's been a moment trying to get this technology to work out. I hope you're doing well. I know you see what's on that screen. This is what we're getting ready to paint. So I am not sure if my camera has frozen, but it is not cooperating at all. Let me get out of that. Let me see if I can get back in here and see if it'll work better for us. Is it going to go live? Of course, you know. And it feels hot. So I am not sure what's going on here. I wish, because I'm hitting this button, I have done something incorrectly here because it does not want to act right. Come on now, we're live. Okay, we are live. Right, I think I'll have that one up nice and large. So let me go ahead and take another moment. We are supposed to start painting at 8. Right? Hopefully refresh. Let's see if this is working for us. Honey, I don't know what I'm doing. Now I wonder if I have to go with my other camera now. So yeah, me going live on this one now, for whatever reason, it's frozen. I don't know. So let's flip. All right, let me switch this one out. It's charged, it's ready. I don't know what happened. But anyway, on with the show for 8 o'clock. Let's get this in here and we're ready to go. All right, let's make sure. Honey, we are. Let's see if we can move this over. And then I think we're okay. All right, hello there, TikTok. We are now ready. Okay. We're going to switch this out. And we're just about ready to paint. So come on and enjoy. It's a cute, sweet Valentine painting. All right. Okay, so here we are. We are ready. We've got our bowl here. We've got our water right here. We're just about ready to get started. And yeah. Listen, when I tell you we have had technical difficulty after technical difficulty, but you know, we're still here. All right. We're still here. Well, Lord, I thank you for the viewers that are going to join us today. Oh, I pray sweet mental peace and great relationships and restoration and forgiveness. Right. There we go. I think I will be able to see your live comments, but I don't know. We're going to figure this out. All right. We've got one more minute to figure it out. Let's see here. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. Trying to figure this out. Ah, okay, there it is. It's showing me that I'm live. Let's see if I can watch it. No, I don't have. See, it wouldn't let me go live. I just want to watch it, y'all. And see, it was frozen before. It wouldn't let me do anything. This is why I had to switch back to this camera. I call myself being, oh, so tech ready, y'all. I wish I knew what to do. Hi, Alexa. Let me see. Hello there, beautiful people. We are having some technical issues, but we're still right here. All right. We're going to start painting here in a moment. And I was trying to make sure I could see your comments better this week because it isn't interactive. Something, but hey, listen, we're going to figure it out eventually. Open TikTok. Let's see if this is going to work. All right. So now I am technically live. Let me see. How do I get to my... Nope. Oh, y'all, I'm ready to throw this phone because I've been fooling around with it so I could be ready for today. And now it's frozen and won't act right. Listen, let me turn this off because I got other things to do. I've been in the studio an hour messing around. My printer wouldn't work. Like, not now. So here we go. This is so cute. Oh, cool. And you know what? I love doing portraits. I just have not done the famous people because of their copyright thing and everything. I don't know if anything has changed. I just steer away from it. My family keeps saying, hey, paint somebody famous. Paint this person, paint that person. I would love to do it. But like I said, I do not want any legal hassles. But other people do it. They get recognized, they get famous. So hopefully maybe the famous person that you did, you can share it with them. All right. All right, everyone. This is Brene Flournoy. I am getting ready to get started. It is 8:01. I've got some water here. I've got lots of paint. Beautiful, simple painting over here. And let's see if I can show this quickly. Let me see if I can do this quickly over here. I think so. Oh my goodness. Just trying not to drop all the things. This is the cutie pie right there. Let's see. Oh Lord, please don't let that come unhooked. But anyway, here it is. We're getting ready to get started. All right. Honey, if you do not laugh it off and keep moving. All right. So I am going to pull this down. I'm trying to see if I want to keep with more pink peachy, or if I want to more pink, more vivid pink, pale pink, or maybe a little peachy because I wet my orange a little bit here. So let's see here. And I'm going to mix. There it is. Because I'm like, I know I brought in a little container so that I can mix it up. Mix up my colors a little bit. So I'm going to add that over here. Let's see. I'm going to make sure this brush is clean. How about that? Let's start there. So here we are. I'm going to add just a little water here. And I am going to go in and get a little bit of this pink. And I didn't hydrate that. I'm going to go in here, get a little bit of this pink. And I'm going to go get some of this orange here. To kind of give like a little coral. And we're just going to go for it. Let's see if this is going to be dark enough. I'm going to need some more pigment up in here. And we're just going to keep this moving. And we'll just add a little bit more. And I like the art with some training wheels on it, because I think I am going to do this one. All right. Well, you can barely see some of that color, but it's there. And we're just moving along quick. I mixed up a little bit. I may need to mix up a little bit more, but I love watercolor because it doesn't take a whole lot. Mhm. Thank you so much. And I'm standing so I can see these comments. I call myself trying to be the tech girl today. I can't quite figure out how to get TikTok on my iPad yet. So I did it on the iPhone, but my iPhone froze for the live. So honey, I'm right back here on my Android. All right. Oh, we are running out, but we're moving along pretty fast. And I love watercolor. All right. Now we may have to add another coat, and that's okay. We got that first one on there, and yep, we had just enough to do our first layer. Like I said, I wasn't sure if I was going to kind of keep it in this orange range or go ahead with the vivid pink, but I kind of like this. This is soft, what do you call it? I'm saying coral. Okay, the name, oh, check. It's late. See, normally I like to go live in the morning. I think this might be my third or fourth week trying this evening business. Listen, I left my bags packed because I might have to move back to the mornings, okay? Honey, because I'm alive, I'm awake, I'm ready to go. In the evening, the best of me has already gone out. All right, so let's continue. So we have used up every little drop. Grab that little glitter. We have used up every little drop for our coat, first coat. So now what I'm going to do, clean out the brush a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and do the green. It's a nice kind of sage, soft green. I've got a little bit in here. I'm going to pick up a little bit of this. Go on in here. I'm going to grab a little bit of blue. Go on in here. And I'm just going to just barely touch this black. All right. We're going in here. I'm going to grab a little more water. Okay. Now, let's test it. I always have me a handy index card around. Okay, that's not too bad. I like that. So we're just going to sit here and we're going to draw with a little brush. Now I've got too much water in there. So we'll get this green on here and then we'll come back if we feel we need a second coat of that coral. But I kind of like it pale and soft and very demure. Okay, let's go back. Let's continue. And we're just moving along pretty quickly, keeping it simple. Oh, I forgot to paint the pink there. And this really, truly is very relaxing. Let's go back, get a little bit more paint. And I don't think we'll need another coat of the green. And I'll check the comments in a moment. Yeah, this time I thought I was going to have my whole technical act together, have my comments so I could see them, and just kind of glance up while I'm painting. But see, when I check these comments, I got to stand up. It's like, wait a minute. Either I'm painting or I am, you know, trying to engage and be social. But right now, this is relaxing. Sometimes you don't know that you needed this until you get it started. I forgot about the little paint around here. All right, let's add that little green right there. You know what? I think we will be using this one. This is simple. A lot of little details, but it's still very simple and it's very beautiful. All right, let's load up a little bit more paint. Honey, this is putting me in a really good mood right now. Okay. All right, so that is shaping up nicely. Okay. And cute. Right back over here. Touch up a few little areas. And I don't mind that I've missed some of the areas. That's kind of watercolor. This is kind of like a little watercolor sketch. So it's okay. It's still very. Grab a little bit more paint. Back in here. All right. There we go. We are. And I think it's going to go a little faster than maybe what I thought. I was going to take a little longer because of all the detail. But really, you just have basically like a peachy light coral and the sage green right now. And then we'll kind of get into a nice orange on the face. And if we wanted to pop these colors up a little bit, we could do that. All right, I think because I usually will find something that I missed. All right, so let me stand up and let me see. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Is that Chelsea? I don't know if Chelsea's still here. Hello? All right. Okay. All right. Trying to get over here and trying to figure out what I'm doing. Okay. All right. That's simple, cute, back there. I don't know why this light is so terrible on this side. I've got all the lights on. Did I forget to turn the light on over here? Okay. Now, trying to decide if I want to do more of the orange, pink. I'm mixing it up up in here now. Okay, this is my spring. I already have some things going on over here. And I think trying to see what I want to do. Let's go ahead. Let's get some of the brightness of this. Let me clean up my brush. Let's get some of the brightness here of this pink. And I got some more pink around here. So we're just going to throw that up in here. All right. And let's see what we have. It still seems kind of light and dainty. Okay. We'll just add this a couple of areas. Okay, we're just gonna let that sit there and soak. Okay, that's right there near the face. We're gonna sit there, let that soak in. Just make sure it's covered. Okay. That's near the face as well. So we're going to let those kind of brighten up. I think that'll be okay. And then we may come back and finish it with just a little bit more of just a straight pink. Okay, I'm glad we are going back to do this other coat. That will brighten it up just a bit. Okay. And I am not the flower girl. I love the faces though. Okay, I'm glad we did go back and add just a little bit more intensity. I think that will be very nice. In the end. And guess what? We need to go ahead and paint that one. I forgot to do that earlier. And I'm sorry, this is all down here by this writing. Oh, let me make sure. Oh, I'm just going to tap over here and I'm just going to see what we see. Let's get up in here a little bit more. Right over here on this color. Yep. We're going to have to live with that bold choice. That's what we said we were going to do. So there we go. All right. So now, and it's more intense over here on TikTok. I've got a lot of light in the studio. Really works well over here in TikTok, but it's a little bit, what do you call it? More elementary. It's a little bit more bold color wheel. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it is a little bit more subtle. And then over here on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook, the camera that I have for that, it just seems like it's kind of washed out. I don't know. All right, we're going to take some of this pink. We're going to go right on up in here. A couple of these here. Just touch it just a little bit. Just to say we've got some of that coloring. We don't want it to be too intense. We want that one on the face to be more intense. All right, so we've touched that up just a little bit. Now, honey, I forgot about these little, let's go ahead and do these here. And then if the skin tone gets over here, then we'll just have to go back over it. I do have my acrylics always on hand. Here we go. So we're going to make sure this soaks in. All right. I want that to soak in right there and become really intense. All right. So let that soak in, and then we'll work on the face. Okay, so it's shaping up. All right. I think my one light back here, let me get this one light, because I know that you do need to make sure you have plenty of light. All right, now who? There we go. I think that might help when I hold it up over here. Now, I don't know if anybody else has just been overwrought with excessive spam, okay? Not a little bit here and there, not a phone call every other day or so, but they call back to back. If you don't answer, they're going to call right back. And here we go. That's what it did. Now, lately, it's just been those two. Now, there's been a couple times where we'll call that third time. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I think they just sell off our information. And yeah. Let's see. Let me see if this is there. Look at there. Look at this foolishness. It called that third time. And it says telemarketer on there. A lot of times it just says spam. That is some foolishness, honey. And it grates on my low nerves. All right. So I'm just kind of letting that soak in and dry off a little bit as I'm making my decision on what to do next. I'm going to leave it probably very light back there. I don't think I need any blue sky. But, you know, let's... Okay, so here we change that mind now. All right. Let me move this because I'm not mixing. Well, I am going to go ahead and mix some color. I'm going to add just a little water. And I'm going to just come on over here and grab some of this brown. All right. I'm going to grab a little bit of that orange as well. Look at that. I think that's a nice color. I'm hoping that's enough. I'm going to mix up a little bit more so that I don't run out. And the good thing about this is, you know, extra color, the water evaporates and you can use it again. That's why maybe I'm in my watercolor era and not my acrylic era. Let me test this out. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. That's a nice warm brown. Okay. I'm going to go right here up underneath. Okay, because that's where the shadow is. Okay, so we are slowly getting it together. Now I'm going to go ahead and get a little more water on this brush. Okay. May need to mix up a little bit more. All right. So we are slowly but surely getting on down. Let me grab a little bit more water. And then we're just going to go right on over here. Should have just painted a little bit with just water. But now that's okay. We're gonna Whoops, maybe it might be a little too orange now, but I'm going to keep that brush moving. Let me grab a little water. Trying to keep those edges wet. And I guess we're not being so demure. All right. Okay, right on back. All right. And I may have to add a little bit of blue to that shadow down here, but we're getting there. All right, let's go on to the next step. I am going to make sure that we have plenty of water right here. Okay, all right. And we're moving quickly because this is index card stock after all. Let's see here. Let's get a little bit more water. All right, so we're just gonna start mixing. Oh, look at my colors. They're separating. Oh my goodness. No wonder it's so okay. Let's keep it moving. I'm trying to figure out what in the world. All right. Okay. So we're just doing little washes. All right, so we are moving this along pretty quickly here. Now, we weren't very careful on that flower, but if I really needed to touch it up, I could touch that up with a little bit of acrylic, but I'm okay with it. All right, we're just moving, moving, moving. Oh my. Now, over here, it's showing I have 0 viewers, but I'm getting hearts. Now, somebody help me make that make sense. I don't I can't even figure out what's going on with TikTok right now. I can't wrap my mind around it. All right, so I am gonna get a little bit of this black over here, okay? And I'm just gonna kinda load my brush up with a little bit of water. I'm just gonna move along pretty quickly. All right, I'm gonna grab a little bit of this brown organic over here too. I'm just gonna move pretty quickly. All right. Kind of swirling my brush around just to kind of keep that color moving. All right, looks like we need to grab a few more flowers back there. Right. And we're gonna let this do its thing, and then we'll come back and see what we need to do. Soaking in. Okay. Thank you for all those hearts. Listen. Okay, there's one person showing now because like I said for a moment ago, when there's 0 people and the hearts are flowing, I don't understand. That one baffled me. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. Listen, I don't know. I don't know if it does anything for TikTok or if people say it does something for the viewer too. I don't know. Let me get some strong black and come right along this edge. I wish I had my mom's writing to kind of give me a little bit of that calligraphy. Her handwriting was beautiful. Mine is chicken scratch. Okay, so we do not get the elegance. I'm just going to come over here and make that a little darker for the side of the face being in shadow. Okay, so it is coming along. This is my sweet little Valentine. Oh boy, today is Thursday. I'm not making any promises when I'm going to put it in the shop. I'm not gonna. I'll get it in my Etsy shop, and it'll be great for Valentine's Day next year. You know. So here we go. We're going to go on inside of these beautiful eyes here, and I'm going to get this brown. I'm going to start off with the brown, and it's funny how I see these colors separate in this little tin. Nope, not dark enough. Oh, too dark. Okay. Boy, this is a play on having enough water and not having enough water. Having enough paint and not having enough paint. Just going back and forth. All right, we're getting just some of that basic color up in there. Now we're going in here just with the very tip. And I will probably have to come back with some acrylic. I didn't leave white. I'm okay with that. When I tell you I am just working with whatever the 2 or 3 little finest hairs at the bottom of this brush, okay? All right, so we are working it out. We are working it out. So we're gonna let that dry really good and then we'll go back with some of the bright highlight. How fun, how sweet, how cute. Okay, so now this is looking a little washed out here. And once this all dries, you can go back with your crayons, colored pencils, acrylic paint marker. You know, have a good time with it. I am going to go really, really dark here. Okay. Get rid of some of that. I'm just going to blend this out. I'm going to add a little bit of brown. Okay. All right. All right. Yep. I'm going to say this will be great for a nice Valentine's event. Got one coming up next week, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to paint live on Valentine's Day, do an online pop-up painting. I'm just coming along right on the side here, just adding a little bit more brown. All right, just adding a little bit more. Okay, how sweet is that? I'm going to pop the highlights here with a little bit of acrylic because I didn't leave the white there. I just filled all that in. I think I'm going to add just a smidge of orange to these lips. Just a smidge. Okay. That's all we're doing is a smidge. Now, I don't know what a smidge is in your world, but it's just a little bit over here. Okay. All right. So we just added just a little bit of orange. Okay. To those lips. All right. So we want to make these eyes pop a little bit. We're going to add that white, but we're going to let that dry up in there. Let's see, 8:35. Okay. We're not doing too bad. I'm going to add probably, still looks kind of washed out over here, and I'm not sure exactly why, but I'm going to leave that alone for a minute. And I'm just going to work on a few more details around here till I make my decision over there. Let's see. Oh, this is a lot. Let's see if we can go ahead and get the shadow going down here. Okay. All right. Let's get that shadow. And that just helps pop everything. Okay. Adding that shadow below there. And now let me look for the information that I need right here. Let's add a little bit more here. Awesome. Okay, we're going to also come back over here and add just a little smidge. I need a little shadow up underneath this nose. Then I'll be happy. Whoop, that's too much. Let me hurry up and move that out of here. Just a little bit. Let me really wipe most of that away. Okay. All right. All right. We are just kind of blending that out. I need just a smidge more over here. Oh, don't want to go too dark. Don't want to do too much. All right, and I got to remember this is index card paper after all. So it is starting to pop, y'all. Just something sweet and delicious. Let's see. I am not ready to that quite yet. Just adding a little bit more detail around these little flowers here. And let's see, which way do I want to go? I'm going to add just a smidge of orange around these eyes. Just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little. Okay, we got a little bit around the lips, got a little bit around I think that wakes everything up. Okay, let's see here. All right, I know it's really going to come alive once we get that white in there. So what I'm going to do now, what is this, 8:40? Let's take about 5 more minutes and then we're going to wrap this up for today. I'm going to go in here and add a little bit of purple. That always goes so nice. Boy, I wish I had a gentle touch up in here. And just add just a little bit. Okay, and I need to probably keep it very simple because I don't want people to be like, oh, mine doesn't look like yours. So I better not add too much zhuzh to it. Let me go in here with this pink. And I want to make sure, like I say, using exactly what they will be using. So I've ordered my paint. It should be here tomorrow for my event next week. So I'm excited about that. But you know, I really do want to set up some online events. And I just hadn't done it. I've been thinking about it. Women's History Month. I know we painted last year, so I want to make sure we get something on there. So I need to either make a Facebook event or an Eventbrite event. All right, so we're going over this with this nice bright pink. All right, let's see what's shaking here. All right. Just something. Now, I think this is dried up enough where I can go ahead and, what do you call it? I just need it just a little bit more dark right there, and I just wasn't getting it. So I'm going in here with a little bit of black. Sorry. What do they call it? Squirrel. I don't want just straight black, but that's what we have added up here. Oh, a little bit too much. Let's blend that out. All right. So I feel better about that. I'm going to go over here. Let me add just a little bit of water because I need to get rid of the brightness in the eye right here. I still need it to be the white of the eye. Oh, but that needs to come down just a little bit. Okay, that makes it a little bit more realistic. Let's go right on up over here. I almost want to pick up a pencil, but this is wet, so it's like, ah! Come up underneath this eyelid. It's still a little bit too wet, but I want a little bit up underneath there. A little bit up underneath here. Not a lot. Okay. So there we go. I think we're okay. I don't know if you just saw that. And I just made a little faux pas. Made a little bit of a tiny mistake over there, but we keep it moving. Okay. Let's make sure we got a little bit of whoop whoop in these ears. I think we're okay. Looking for any like little white areas that are standing out that I think will take away from the overall. Okay, I think we're okay here. It's not too bad. Okay. I'm gonna get a little bit more of this water. Not a lot, because I need it to be more like a pencil right now. Okay. And I think we're about to leave this alone. Okay. I think we're okay with that part. All right, we may have done a little bit. My niece says a little too much, but look at that. Simple, elegant, and just sweet. Sweet Valentine. So I think I missed a couple flowers up top. Oh, we've gone past for a little bit of time. So I said about, what did I say? Let's come on up here. Okay, so there we go. We've got our little flowers going right on over here. I'm gonna add just a little bit. Yep. There we are. So that just loops that all the way around there. And I still think I need a little bit more of this black. And I wish I had a little bit more time to just get in here with a little fine. Whoop! A little bit too far. Okay. And when you're rushing, you know. All right, I think we're okay. Because that area was just a little bit too gray for me. I think we're okay. Just adding a few little details. Right. Here we go. I think we're okay. We have added enough. I don't even think I need to do anything on the shirt or in the sky or anything. I think this is enough. This is enough. So now all I'm gonna do is go ahead and take my little acrylic paint for the white of the eyes. Okay. And that's gonna be that. So let me shake this up a little bit. Let me dig my brush off the floor, guys. Hold on. Now, honey, that ain't the first time that's happened. You pick it up and keep on moving. I hope that you go live. All right. We just needed just a little teeny. And this is too much. Okay. Let me make sure my brush is clean. All right. And all I need is just a little teeny bit. I'm just rolling my brush back and forth inside of this paint. I just want it on the tip. All right, here we go. Let's do this side here. Okay, hopefully that's kind of popping a little bit. You see, I probably shouldn't have even squeezed that in there. I just probably should have just dug right there in the lid. Now, because this one is closer, this one should be a little bit more intense. All right. Okay. And we already have a little bit of woo-woo on the lip. Okay. I think we're okay. I think we're all right, y'all. And Miss Giselle running through here. Hello. Oh, my students. Okay. I think we're going to stop. So let me get you together, TikTok, because this right here. Okay. Hi. Now, I already told my students now that there's too much that goes on these internet streets. So this is the setup here, TikTok. Um, this is what we were working with. Okay, this is what we got. Hold on one second. We're going to flip this over here. Let me get over here. Let me let me remove that. There we go. Let me flip. All right, here we go. We're going to set you up over here as we say our farewell because we were in here painting. And now, let's see, this camera's done. Yeah, so this is the setup. I've got a camera sitting basically right here in my lap as I am painting with you here. So this is right here, and then you were up here. Great. So, honey, it took a minute to get here. Okay. But we still got a long way to go. And I always say, and I jokingly say, I am always still trying to make improvements. But you let me get into one of these for real live studios, okay? Let somebody else handle the lights, camera, action, and just let me paint. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. Let me just paint, but I'm trying to do too much. OMG, how sweet is that? That is very, very sweet. So thank you for joining me today. I am so, so glad. I am so glad that I was able to just, girl, I am famous in my own big old Calabasas watermelon head. Girl, I'm famous. All right, so let me go ahead and end the stream over here. It is beautiful. Yes, thank you. It was just a simple, nice design. All right, let me turn that music off. And YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, thank you so much for joining. Oh my goodness, hello. So, yeah. What was that? I don't think we've painted an hour. I want to say maybe about 40, 45 minutes, but that's a nice painting. All right. All right. Let me get on off here. I don't even know what to say. Y'all know I like to come on live in the morning when I got most of my brain cells. They've been fried away today. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't have anything clever. Oh my goodness. If you don't get off of my live and get out of here, and I'm gonna see you at school tomorrow, ma'am, with your adorable self, your amazing self. Now don't let Miss Fenoy have to block y'all. I told y'all don't be getting up on here. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Honey, I'm tired, and then these sinuses, man, have just been a mess. I'm trying to hit the right button because I'm dealing with TikTok And I'm dealing with YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn over here. I wish I could combine them. It's a little much for me at this time. All right, let me go ahead and exit. Let me do my outro over here. Thanks so much for joining. You will find this in my Etsy shop by Monday. Okay. I'm hoping to get it in there sooner, but by Monday. Give your girl some money because, girl, we got to make it through Friday. All right. Peace to you. Have a great evening.